Hi everyone, it's Donnett with Embroidery.com. Welcome to this week's Easy Stitch product demo. So today I want to show you the difference between the webbing rods and the tape rods, along with the regular size and the heavy duty size of the Easy Stitch scroll rods. So first up are the webbing rods. So, well, I guess overall, all of our scroll rods, whether you get them in webbing or you get them in tape, they come from 6 inches, so small, nice and small, all the way up to 48 inches, which is, I don't know, probably my arm width, maybe a little bit less, but it's really big. So from 6 inches to 48 inches is what the scroll rods come. Now the difference, so we're going to jump real quick. The difference between the regular and the heavy duty is the diameter of the rod. The regular are 1/2 inch in diameter. The heavy duty are 5/8 inch in diameter. Now, the regular come in sizes 6 through 24, and then the heavy duty come from 18 to 48. The reason for the heavy duty is the longer the rod and the more tension you put on it, the more it could bow. So to combat that, we went with a thicker diameter rod. For example, can you kind of see the slight bow of these rods here? These are the regular size rods, but I like really tight tension. And I have that right now with this fabric on this scroll frame. And so because these are 20-inch rods, because I've got that tight tension and they are the regular size, they are slightly bowing. Now, does this hurt your rods? No, it doesn't. It's just a preference. You can get them in the heavy duty size and they won't bow. So that's why there are 2 sizes, is to the longer the project to help prevent bowing. Okay, so now the webbing. The webbing rods have this really heavy duty canvas stapled end to end along the whole rod here. And now what you will do is you will then grab your fabric. Here, I've got a piece of fabric here. We're going to pretend. Let's say this is my project fabric. You will then either hand sew or machine sew this fabric right to this webbing. You can do it either way, you know, with just a simple back stitch if you're hand sewing it, or grab your sewing machine and just do a running stitch and attach that to the webbing. Now, once you're done with that project, you will unpick it to take it off the webbing, and then you can put a new one on. So that's about the webbing. This canvas is pretty thick, you know, so not much is going to happen to it. You could really use almost any type of thread or floss to attach your project fabric to it, whether it's, you know, sewing machine thread, or if you're going to hand sew it, DMC thread. I would just try and stay as straight on one fabric line as you can on your fabric to get you even tension top and bottom. Try and stay as even as you possibly can when attaching your fabric to the webbing. Okay, so next is the tape version. Now, the tape version comes with the tape for the rods already attached. And this is attached, again, end to end. You can buy rolls of this tape for rods. So let's say you have a set of tape for webbing, but you don't want to use it as webbing anymore. You want to switch to the tape version. Simply unstaple, take the webbing off, make sure your rod is as smooth as possible. You can purchase the tape for the rod and then try and get that as straight on the rod as you can, and then you're switched over to the tape version. So the tape version does come in 2 parts. The tape for rod, which is already attached to the rods, and then the tape for fabric, which check out another video I'm going to be doing on how to attach the tape to the fabric and how to get really good tension. I'm going to do another video on that. So again, it takes 2 versions. Now this tape is super, super sticky. It does not come off of the rod, nor does it come off of your fabric. When you are done, you will cut it off your fabric. It is not meant to be reusable. Just as an example here, let me lift some up right here. And you can just see it's super, super sticky. Super sticky. But the ply of this with the hook and loop system is so just amazing because it is a special type of Velcro that it holds the fabric so tightly and your tension is so good that I love it. Like, I love drum tight tension on my fabric. And with the tape system, I completely get that. Because of how tight this hook and loop system with this tape is. So that's the two differences, tape version, webbing version, and the heavy duty rods versus the regular rods. Now, again, the best thing about our Easy Stitch Girl Frame system is everything works with everything. Any size scroll rod can be used with any size sidebar, any size. Whether you've got the 6-inch sidebar and the 6-inch scroll rods, 20-inch rods, 12-inch sidebars, 18-inch rods, and 16-inch sidebars. Everything works with everything. That is one of my favorite things about the Easy Stitch, is that it is all completely compatible. Okay, well that is it for this week's Easy Stitch product demo. Head over to my needlework blog on Embroidery.com. I will have close-up pictures of all the products I've shown you here today, as well as links to all of the Easy Stitch products. Make sure your notifications are turned on, as that's how you'll know a new video is up. And as always, I love to hear your comments and suggestions, so leave those for me below. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Happy stitching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!